Stone Machine with Dirty Sweet CVT Guitar Lesson for Brian. Actually, this is the CT. You wanted just tabs, but I'm giving you a partial CVT upgrade. I know it's your first time lesson. Really good band. It's got that Paul Rogers Bad Company type vibe to it. Great singer, good solid song. Tuning is flat, so it's a half step down on every string. And I think I'll give you the first, you know, the main groove here that I was just playing comes in at 12 seconds in, section 1A. And it does that till you get to 1:14. That's really the main part. There's really three main rhythms. But you got an A power chord, which is open A, 2D. Hit those. Line with the X, that's your rest. 3A, pull off to open. 3E, vibrato. Sounds like this. So if we're doing a pull off, we're picking a higher note, using the finger, the fret finger, to pluck the string. So make sure you get a good solid pull off. 3E vibrato, that's just... If you can't get all those techniques, that's fine, but do work towards them, you know? Right back to the power chord there, that A power chord. So that gives you... And I love this chord. Open A, 4D, open G, 3B. Use whatever fingers you feel for that. And then this has got to be done correctly here. 3A, open D, 3E. And he does it quick. And it makes sense to go down, up, down. Okay, because that's about how fast it is. Then you start it over. 10 times. Then 1:14 we hit section 1B. It's just a E major chord. There's two guitar tracks, and one was sounding kind of... And then I'm going with this standard E major. Open E, second fret A and D, and 1 G. Strum that. Then rest. The rock G, which is the 3-finger version. 3E, muted A, open D and G, 3B, 3E. Now what you want to do here, this is cool. Strum it. But as the chord's ringing, bend the 3rd fret on the E, and then open 2-2 E A D. So open A and D, 2G, 3B, 4 times, kind of a Zeppelin vibe. And I try to get the strum directions right. Sometimes it's a little difficult on whether he's going 4 downs or down, up, down, up. A little smoother that way. It almost sounds like downs to me though, but you can experiment. Open A, 2 D and G, just gonna bar those 3. Use my thumb to kind of mute the top string just in case I hit it. And then start it over. This time, you'll see double dots. It says 3 times. Second time, no star. So instead of going, you're gonna end up going. And then after those double dots, this is how you finish out the second time. 4A, second fret D and G barred, same strum. Okay, and then it's 3 times total. So you go back and play the first one the same way, ending with a, leading into finishing off the section with the E, G, then the E major this time, open 2-2, actually E power chord, once, twice, and then the D chord, open A and D, 2G, 3B, go 4 times. And then open A, second fret D and G twice, 3E, half step bend. Now half step bend is a 1 fret bend. In other words, when you're bending, you're making the pitch of this whatever note go higher. And you have to be able to gauge that. So if you wanted to gauge it, then try to do this by ear and feel. Play fret 4, hold that in your ear, and then bend to it. Or just look at it like a slight bend. Don't go real far with it. Okay, if there's no fraction like a 1/2 or anything, then it means it's a whole step, which is a 2 fret bend. And there's a couple parts in the solo where he actually builds it or bends it two steps, which is 4 frets. You don't find that a lot. So that takes you through section 1B, and we'll go ahead and stop there. You got section 1C, which will be your rhythm. or right. And there is a section 2A rhythm at 4 minutes 17 seconds. It's short, but it's actually a build up into the guitar solo. But anyways, just wanted to give you a touch of having the video aspect. Most of my CVT students, well, that's what it stands for, custom video tablature. I have CT students, which is just custom tablature, but most people like to have that visual. But if you're a player that's that doesn't need that, then that's what the CTs are for. But you know, I wanted to do this for you, first time student. So if there's anything else you need, let me know, and thanks a lot, man.